Hey guys, Matt with the Matt Catter. Alright, a quick video. This is a video that I've been putting off for a while. I just kept having hope and holding out that it wouldn't be what I thought it was, but you guys probably remember back in the summer, I was going after trying to trap for TNR this little female ginger cat. Now, she was part of that group where there was a high number of female gingers, which are pretty rare, but this particular feral group had quite a few females. So she was one of those. She stayed a couple houses down from that group, but she intermingled with them. I was trying to get her to go into a trap. I called her Honey, and she had she had kind of a different, unique face, kind of looked a little grumpy. And I think the last video I posted where I was trying to trap her, I kind of explained to everybody that she had gone into heat. She wasn't interested in food. She wasn't going into the trap. And, well, it's been since June 27th since anybody's seen her. So, not a video I wanted to make, but I have a very, very bad feeling that little Honey isn't with us anymore. Back in late August, I was kind of stressing on her, and Jackie's like, well, she could have been pregnant. She could have had a litter of kittens. And so we kind of waited, and it's a couple months later now, and no sign of her. Even the guy who lives at the house, she used to stay on his property. You'd see her in the driveway and in the rocks in the front yard. You'd see her on the roof sometime. I think I posted some videos of her on the roof, both long form video and shorts. She always loved being on that roof, but even he hasn't seen her, and it's been months. So the last recorded date that I saw her, I checked in my YouTube shorts, was June 27th. The last time I uploaded a video of her. So I've got Tom meowing at me right now. Tom. He's a boy. So this is a really sad video for me to make, but I think it's time now that I make it, and have to accept that I believe in my heart that she's gone, that she's not with us anymore. So I don't know what happened. Like I said, I used to go every day to the colonies, morning and night, and now I get out in the morning once in a while, but it's usually at night when I go. Sorry about that. But even the guy that lived there hasn't seen her. So I never saw anything. I never found a cat in the street, hit by a car or something like that. There's nothing that gave me conclusive proof that she's gone. But when a cat doesn't show up for that much time, something happened. And she wasn't socialized. She wouldn't even let me get near her. So it's very unlikely that somebody just picked her up and took her inside. So, it's with a heavy, sad heart again that I got to make one of these videos. But, I was just thinking about this the other day, that in the last 3.5 years or so that I've been keeping track of these colonies and filming them and watching them, and there has been so many cats that have died, or disappeared, a lot of them, and it's really heartbreaking sometimes. So I'm going to attach a bunch of photographs to the end of this, and kind of, pay a little tribute to little Honey, and, that's how I'm going to remember her. So yeah, that way it'll always be on the YouTube channel. I can always go back and watch it. All the videos that I took of her are all on YouTube. So, it's just really sad sometimes. It's heartbreaking. It was right around the time that Tom showed up that she disappeared. I think he showed up maybe 2 weeks before she vanished. So, I'm looking at Tom right now, and it's like, at least I saved one of these guys, But all right, guys. Thank you guys so much for being there. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you guys for all the support, the encouragement, the help. I do have a Mad Catterville trail cam nighttime video that I'll post later today. Oh, I was going to mention in a video, you know, the cats that you're seeing right now on the trail cam video, those cats are Shaggy. Shaggy is the solid black one with a really bushy tail, kind of a medium-haired black cat, no white on him whatsoever. We do have one of the tuxedos from the colony on the street behind us that comes over and eats here. That's little Betty. Betty has the little white feet, and then she has a white patch on her chest, you know, typical looking tuxedo. You can't really see in the videos, but if you look at my colored videos or my shorts and I do a close-up, you'll notice she has some little gray hairs right between her eyes, but that's it. So that's Shaggy, Betty, of course Bugsy's out there, Griswold, who's at the clinic today. Griswold's getting neutered today, so he'll be back tomorrow and we'll release him. But usually Griswold's on there. He won't be on today's video because Kim picked him up last night. And then we have Daddy Longlegs. He's kind of the big tabby, the big fluffy looking tabby. That's Daddy Longlegs. If you look at videos from a year or two ago, you actually see videos of Daddy Longlegs. He was very skinny and his legs looked really long. That's why Jackie started calling him Longlegs. So, but now that he's been neutered and he's eating good, he's kind of a chunky cat. So we got Daddy Longlegs. We also see there's a little skinny, short hair, black and white kitty that comes around. Belongs to an irresponsible neighbor down the street. The same people who own McNutless, the orange tabby that we also fixed. And there's been a white male with some tabby markings around the head and tabby markings on the back. The rest of him is white. He's been coming around lately. He's actually from the street behind us. Same street where you see Betty and the other tuxedos and the two tabbies and the calico, Mac, Sonny. These guys live like right behind us on the street behind us. So he's from that same street. I've seen him over there a bunch of times, but he comes to eat here now. So it's going to be fascinating, you know, in a few months when kind of the kitty grapevine word gets around that they can come eat here, they're safe here. I really look forward to that. But back to Honey. So I'm going to attach those pictures now, and you know, just remember little Honey. She was a really cool kitty. So thank you guys for being there. I will see you guys in the next video, and as always, do something kind for cats.